Hello? Yes, so I'm going to explain what we're trying to do in just a few minutes. It won't take long, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Now, like I've said before, we have been discussing about this idea and project, but the problem has been that we do not have a common language when we are talking about these things. There is something called a business model that was developed by Alexander Osterwalder. It's a guy from Canada. He says that you can understand any business using this canvas, using this figure. It has 9 parts. The first part is the customer segment, the people that you're serving. For example, Off-Duty Farm, we want to serve school parents. I'll start here from school parents. But then we should ask ourselves, what are we serving them? Which is called the value proposition. And the value proposition that we're giving to these parents is paying school fees in time. But there also arises a question: how do we get to these school parents? We have an assumption that we could use a mobile app, we could use a website, or we could use WhatsApp. That is our assumption. Then I'll go in order. There is now, before we give them something, we must relate with them. But how do we relate with them? How do we get to exchange words with them? How do these people tell us what they really need? We have an assumption that we could do that through WhatsApp. Yes. So we go to part 4. Part 4 is key activities. This one properly describes the activities that we need to do so that we're able to deliver on this value proposition. We include labor management, veterinary actions, administration, performance assessment, all those things. Yes, this is what we need to do in our farms so that we could deliver, so that we could pay school fees in time. Then number 5, we should have key partners. So our partners, we have an assumption that it is the Islamic community, because they're the ones who deal with cattle mostly. Robran farm in Gayaza, that's going to help us to host, that might help us to host at least 1 cow as a proof of concept. Then we have Ministry of Agriculture. All these are assumptions. Then we shall go to 6 key resources. What are the resources that we need so that we're able to deliver on this value proposition? We need staff, we need a website, we need information technology. Those are the key resources that we assume that we need. Then 7, revenue streams. How we are going to make money is through commission, management fees, portfolio management, all of that. That's how we're going to make money. Then 8, cost structure. How much is it going to cost us for us to be able to deliver on this value proposition? How much do the key resources take to maintain? How much do the key activities take to do? How much does it cost us to partner with someone? How much are we putting in with someone? All that goes into our cost structure. How much does it cost us to relate with these customers? How much does it cost us to find these customers? Those are the channels. So lastly, there is channels, number 9. This is how are you going to move? How are you going to get this value proposition? Get it to the customer segment. Some people, if in the case of, let's say, not for the case of off-duty, but for a clear example, for a simple example, is that we have, let's say, Techno mobile shops. These people set up shops in busy centers. So the road where very many people pass. That is the channel for that shop. That's where customers pass, and that's how they're able to deliver a Techno mobile phone to a customer. I think when you pass by some roads in Kampala, you see those girls wearing Techno mobile shirts or even Hisense shirts. They be calling you. Come to the shop, come to the shop, come to the shop. That is that road is a channel. That's where customers pass. So they expect customers to pass there, and when they pass there, they're able to deliver a value proposition to you. But of course, they do not just turn into that channel. They target the people that are passing through that channel. So the same will go for us. Now, where we have reached right now, if you look at the big names in the startup world, there's a man called Steve Blank. He's a lecturer at Harvard. He started over 8 startups. He says that in the beginning, when you have an idea for a startup, all these are assumptions. What you need to do is to make them facts. And you make them facts through testing. But then as you test, you have to really deal with the customer segment. Sorry. You must ask yourself, am I dealing with the right customer segment? Customer segment, I mean, let's say you choose people from ages of 20 to like 35. They must be tech savvy, something like that. Are you dealing with the customer? Are you dealing with the right customer segment? Are you relating with them properly? Is it the right channel that you're going through? Value proposition. Am I giving these customers what they really need? The key resources. Are these what key resources do we need? All those kinds of things. But as you do that, as you gather that information, you need to organize it. So we organize it there is a tool by Alexandra Ostwalder. It's called the test card. So you have a test card here. It's in the format. You have a test name, you have a deadline, and then you can also assign it to someone, and then the duration. Then step 1, you begin with a belief. We believe that parents want to pay school fees in time. To verify that, we will send away children who have not paid school fees at a particular point in the term, and we shall measure by how many parents pay within the first day when these children have been sent back to school. We shall be right if, let's say, 20% of the children that have been sent back home have paid school fees. Yes. Then you organize it again and say, we believed that parents want to pay school fees in time. We observed that parents may be paid, a number of parents paid in the first day, in the first 24 hours of sending the child back home. From that, we learned that parents usually get ashamed when their children are sent back home. Parents feel stressed when their children are sent back home. Then we also observe that sometimes parents are being helped by their grandmothers or grandfathers to pay school fees. Therefore, we will do this and do this. We shall act on a decision. So something like that. Yeah, I think for now let me stop there. We shall continue more on that. Yeah, thank you.